Good afternoon. Take the path less travelled reporting for duty. This one is going to be called 5 Negatives about my new life in Indonesia as a foreigner. Number 1. Lagi kosong. Probably one of the most annoying aspects of living in Indonesia is going to a restaurant or cafe and finding out the item that you want is not available. Not only that, but then the second item that you choose following that non-availability is also unavailable. And then this can go on to choice 3 or choice 4 even in some places I've been to. This is just a lack of decent management and decent stock collecting by the restaurant. It's not really a lack of food, more a lack of ability on the behalf of the people working there, I believe. We don't really have this problem in Europe. If you go to a restaurant or a cafe and you want to order something, it's usually available. Nearly all cases. So that's grievance number 1, lagi kosong, sold out. Issue number 2, customer service or lack of. When you go to a restaurant or cafe, the waitress or waiter does not come back to you within 5 minutes or 10 minutes of you sitting down, except in the very best places like really expensive restaurants. In the normal places or in the cheaper places, you will be sitting there waiting, having already determined what you wanted to order several minutes ago. You'll be sitting there waiting, and the waitresses and waiters will be standing usually as far away from you as they can be on the other side of the room, either playing with their phones or looking at their friends or staring at the floor. In this country, you actually have to wave at the waiter or waitress to do their job and come over and take your order. Whereas in a normal country or other countries, you don't have to do this. You're actually more efficient at doing their jobs and doing what they're paid to do, which is take your order and show interest in you being there. Unfortunately, that doesn't yet happen here, except in the higher quality places which charge more for their services. So that's issue number 2, customer service or lack of. Number 3, me first attitude or mentality. Nobody really gives way here on the roads. It's kind of like every man for himself. Similarly, when you try and board a bus or train, there's always some idiot that's more than happy to push past you before you've even had a chance to get off or get down from the bus or train. Someone will try and push past you to get on without giving you the opportunity to get off first. Me first attitude. Unfortunately, on the roads, there's no giving way. You have to kind of force your way into a lane or position where you can move forward. There's not really consideration of other road users as there should be. But hopefully this will improve with time. That's issue number 3. Issue number 4, negative aspects of being in Indonesia as a foreigner. Weak currency. Our national currency is the rupiah. This issue is not really the fault of the Indonesian people, but maybe there's something the government could do in order to try and strengthen the currency against other currencies. It's one of the weakest in the world if you want to exchange it with anything. If you wanted to go abroad, say Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, some other neighbouring countries, the currency fares better against those currencies than it would do against, say, Australian dollar or American dollar, British pound. Don't even mention those strong currencies. It's weak enough as it is against the ringgit, the Singaporean dollar and the peso versus anything else. So if you're being paid in rupiah, it's very difficult to exchange money, and because you're almost always getting a poor exchange rate as an Indonesian worker and losing out if you want to go somewhere and travel abroad or business abroad. It's, as I say, not much the Indonesian people can do, not their fault, but I wonder if the government could do something to make the currency stronger. That's issue number 4, weak currency. Last but not least, issue number 5 negative aspects of being a foreigner in Indonesia. Nearly got one over there. Hold on a minute, it's a bit noisy around here. Number 5, weak or no electricity or internet signal. Now, it's not too bad in the main cities, Jakarta, or main areas like Bali. The internet is improving, but if you go out into the less populated areas, the electricity can be weak, can be poor, and also that affects the internet connection. Your office may suffer frequent power cuts for no apparent reason. And when I first lived here a long time ago, even the place I was living suffered frequent power cuts. Although that's central Jakarta, seems to have improved a lot since then. Now I'm living a bit further out from there. We also have had power cuts where I'm living and also at my office. Hopefully this is something that can be improved on in the future. So there we have it, 5 negative aspects of living in Indonesia as a foreigner. Don't worry, we do like to end on a positive on Take the Path Less Travelled, so next time we will be doing 5 positive things about being a foreigner in Indonesia. See you next time.